Ever looked at another family and wondered, how do they do it? Everyone seems so put together, they're so organized, and their kids are like, nice. They must have a deal with the devil. Let's talk about it. Barry Smith here with Youchoose.community, pastor, author, husband, father, and a guy who's dealt with my share of family dysfunction. Not just my own, which I talk about a lot, but after 25 years of pastoral care, ministry, coaching, and counseling, I can assure you that we're all jacked up. Now be sure to watch this video till the end, as I've got a free, powerful, and super helpful PDF with numerous resources to help you be a family success, which is the point of this video series. Family success. What do we have to lose? What do we have to invest? And what do we have to focus on? The reason that I've done this series is because there's just too many jacked up families out there. And it doesn't have to be this way. Divorce is about as common as getting a filling at the dentist. Whether it's someone cheating or an addiction, financial pressures, or the elusive irreconcilable differences, broken marriages and broken homes are way too common. And broken homes are turning out broken kids. More than 3 in 10 kids grow up in broken homes, and it's these kids who account for 70% of those in juvenile detention, 63% of teen suicides, 71% of teen pregnancies, 90% of homeless juveniles and runaways, 71% of high school dropouts, 75% of all drug users, and 85% of behavioral disorders, according to the Richmond Times newspaper a few years ago. And 70% of all long-term prison inmates grow up in broken homes. If Americans don't put some intentionality into our marriages and into our kids and into our families in general, we're going to keep producing what we have been producing, which is, quite frankly, a mess. According to Esther Perel, psychotherapist and best-selling author of The State of Affairs, both happy and miserable couples experience the same problems. It is how each couple comes together and relates to each other that defines whether the relationship will thrive or end. I agree with Esther. I didn't anticipate saying something like that on a video, but everyone has problems. Every marriage and every family has their share of issues. The difference between flourishing and failing families is investment. So if you're ready to have family success and keep families together, we have to invest in 3 distinct areas. Number 1, invest in effort. Now that may sound a little weird, but it's so true. We must make an effort. Sometimes it's an effort of time. Time is your number 1 commodity. Where do you spend it? You may be surprised that families fail because of a lack of time spent in the relationships. There's also the effort of attention. It's not just enough to put in the time. We have to give our attention too. There are thousands of distractions, even when we give our family our time, especially our cell phones. Put them down. Finally, there's the effort of intentionality. Time and attention are great, but without adding specific intentionality, they fall short for sure. We have to be more intentional with our time and our attention. Putting in these 3 efforts takes sacrifice. And that, my friends, is why so many families are failing. It's the sacrifice. And that's tough. It's serious work. If it was easy, there wouldn't be so many divorces and broken homes, nor would there be all the crimes and suicides and drug abuse that's out there. To be a family success, you not only invest in effort, you invest, number 2, in priorities. Just putting in the effort is not enough. You've got to make your family a priority. Where do they fall in the grand scheme of things of your life? Only you can decide that, but decide you must. And that brings us to your message in a tweet. If you don't get anything else, get this. You can post this on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. To not make your family a priority is to state that they are not your priority. To not make your family a priority is to actually say and make public they are not your priority. And that's kind of brutal, I know. For me, this is my priority scale. Number 1, God. Number 2, spouse. Number 3, kids. And number 4, everything else. Notice that my job and career aren't mentioned. Of course, my career and my church and my friends are all important, but they fall into the everything else category. I'm at liberty to rearrange those things in almost any order I want once I have the first three in place. Because listen, if God is number one, He'll guide me in number four, everything else. And if I jack that up, God will reveal that to me through the power of the Holy Spirit. Also notice that my wife is a priority over my kids. You may not agree, but it's biblical. And if I want to have success in raising my family, I will show my kids that my wife is a priority over them. Because let's face it, it's not only biblical, but one day those kids are going to move out, hopefully, and it'll just be me and my wife. I've got 18 to 20 years or so with my kids and a lifetime with my wife. Successful families know how to prioritize. And to not make your family a priority is to state that they are not your priority. Invest in effort, invest in priorities, and number three, invest in help. In the first video of this series, we lost 3 roadblocks: ego, comparisons, and the perfectionist mentality. Once the ego is gone and you realize that you're not going to be perfect, you absolutely must get help from time to time. These helps could come in the form of books, courses, podcasts, blogs, and YouTubers. A couple of must-read books for spouses are His Needs, Her Needs by Willard F. Harley Jr. and The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. Both are foundational to a successful marriage, and they're ultra-practical. I've also posted the links to Raising Girls by Melissa Trevathan and Sissy Goff, as well as Wild Things, The Art of Nurturing Boys by Stephen James and David Thomas. 2 incredible and insightful books on raising your kids. Online courses are also a great help too. My wife and I just launched some courses online, and one happens to be on sale right now. It's called the Marriage Transformation Blueprint. And the other courses on parenting are going to be available soon. They are super practical and so valuable for you in being a family success, and they have a money-back guarantee to boot. Those links are all listed below if you'd like to purchase that. There are numerous podcasts, blogs, and YouTubers out there, from the behemoth Focus on the Family to thousands of YouTubers who focus on parenting or marriage or moms or single parenting, and just about anything you could imagine. My wife and I have a YouTube channel called Family with Purpose, where you can see dozens of free videos that we post weekly with insight on all things family. From marriage and parenting to decluttering and decorating. We even have a series on preparing to send your first kid to college. The point is, everyone needs help from time to time. If you want to have family success, getting help is a no-brainer. Trying to do it on your own is a waste of time and energy. Get some help. To have family success, you got to invest in, number 1, effort. Time, attention, and intentionality, which takes sacrifice. Number 2, priorities. For me, it's God, spouse, kids, and everything else. But your family has to be a priority somewhere, or you're stating that they're not your priority. And the final area is help. Books, courses, podcasts, blogs, and YouTubers. Some are free and some cost a few bucks, but the dividends are invaluable. When we invest in these 3 areas, we will be better. Our spouses will be better. Our kids will be better, and our society will be better, and that's an awesome place to be. And to help you out, I have a very special free PDF to give you. Just click the link below and let me know where to send it. I summarize this message and list all of the books and courses and the links that I mentioned on marriage and parenting, plus some more valuable links. This will help you be the successful family that God has called you to be. Just click that link and let me know where to send it. And take a minute and post, which of the areas of these 3 areas do you plan to invest in this week? Effort, priorities, or help? You go ahead and post that right now. What area can you work on this week? You do that right now. And as always, like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It helps us get the message out there. And if you like our stuff, consider supporting us with a tip on PayPal or a tax-deductible donation at Youchoose.community. The links are all below. A lot of links this week. We'd certainly appreciate it. So right now, go ahead, hit that thumbs up, and share this thing, because no doubt somebody you know probably needs to hear this. Until next time, you click that link to get that free PDF and a recap of this message with some valuable links on marriage and parenting.